Hey guys, it's Lauren with Discover Double Bass. And today I wanted to talk about improving your intonation in thumb position. Now, playing in tune up in thumb position isn't always easy, and because of the high register, it's really noticeable when you're not in tune. So in this lesson, I wanted to give you a quick and easy trick that I use that can immediately improve your intonation up in thumb position. Playing with good intonation up in thumb position is something that a lot of people struggle with. And I know a lot of that has to do with it just being unfamiliar, it being new, and it also being incredibly different from any other position on the instrument. But I think it also has to do with the fact that, when we're playing up in thumb position and it is new for us, we're thinking about so many things at once that it's almost like our brain just doesn't have space for that sort of pitch matching or pitch remembering part of us. And so because we often don't have a frame of reference either, it's really easy for us to just sort of naturally get out of tune, slide one way or the other, and then forget where we're even supposed to be. And so something I like to do with my students when they're first getting into thumb position is have them play a simple melody that they know really well down in the lower positions, specifically first or half position, and then immediately play it up the octave. And I find that if they can hear it in a position that they know really well, then they play it up the octave, and it just helps with that part of you that's trying to remember what the pitches are. It's a great way to just solidify your muscle memory and your ear at the same time. So when you're choosing a melody, what you want to be thinking about is something that you can play in first position with no shifting. If you're new to thumb position, that is. If you feel comfortable shifting in thumb position, then I'll talk about that in a second. But in general, if you can play the melody in first position without shifting, then it's going to translate really well up the octave to standard thumb position. And a good melody to use for this is the melody from Finlandia by Sibelius. And this is also the melody to the hymn, Be Still My Soul. So then right after you play this, you might want to play it a couple times just to get familiar with it if you don't know it. Then you put it up the octave in thumb position. And you can do this by either doing it by ear if you feel comfortable doing that, or you can write it down and then write the fingerings in if you need them. So now that, of course, is in just one position. I'm not shifting at all, but I am using the octave harmonic with the thumb, and then in the lower positions, that would be the open G string. And so if you feel comfortable, then take a melody like this. Be Still My Soul is a great melody to use this for, and see if you can shift into that closed G as opposed to the open G. And of course, you can use whatever fingerings you like. You can use the ones I used or make up your own. But if you feel comfortable shifting, that's a really easy way to just add in a small shift. Now, another good melody for this kind of exercise is My Romance, which is a jazz standard. It's one of my favorite tunes. And I like this one because it's in half position, at least in the key that I play it. So you can play it in half position, and then when you translate it up the octave, you have a different hand shape. So instead of using whole step between thumb and one, you'll be using half step between thumb and one, which is similar to the half position in the lower positions. And then of course the melody continues from there, but for time's sake, I'll take it up the octave now in half position. I'm sorry, in the half position, hand shape in thumb position. And so there, that would be another opportunity where you can practice your shifting. Instead of going to that G with thumb, you could do the closed G. Right? Instead of going to open G, or it would be the thumb. So I hope that this helped. Like I said, I find that when I play a melody in a position that I'm really comfortable with, it really helps solidify my intonation in a position like thumb position where I maybe am not as comfortable. So give it a shot, and I think it'll really help you. Now, if you have any questions about this or anything else, please feel free to leave a comment under the video and I'll answer you as soon as I can. And if you'd like to learn more from me on this very topic, check out my full-length course all on thumb position on the double bass, and this is available exclusively on discoverdoublebass.com. Thanks for watching. See you next time.